Legends, I'm gonna bring you some Diablo news, and today it's just gonna be a very exciting day because I'm gonna show you a few things, and especially one thing that is gonna be very important that you don't do this mistake. But before we go into that, please do me a small favor, drop the like and the subscribe button because it tells me and my wife that you guys are enjoying the content and you wanna see more Diablo news. So the first one we wanna talk about it is that you might be wanting to start saving your ancient artifacts or even the ancient legendary gear that you might have on your backs. So if we go here, we know that I made a video about this recently, that it feels extremely bad that we actually ended up in Inferno 7 difficulty with 90 or 94, and some people like 98, and now you cannot do anything with that. The only thing you can actually do was converting the Inferno 8 into the Inferno 7, but I feel like that's not the solution because it is literally you are downgrading, you're not upgrading. So in my opinion, the best way that probably they should do it is finding a way like the same way as we had here with the green wisps, the fable wisps, you know, just upgrade 7 or 10 into one of the next difficulty, or maybe find another way to just not you know, feel like, okay, I worked so hard, I worked for like few weeks to get this, and now I cannot even salvage it, I cannot upgrade it, and the only thing you might actually only want to do, it is gonna be destroy it if you don't want it on the back. So please do not destroy it, please keep it, because we have here a message from the developers in China, and it really feels like maybe NetEase and Blizzard, they heard the feedback from the community and they will come up with a solution for this in the next patch. So I don't know if it's going to be exactly on the next patch, but in the next patches they're probably going to try to fix this. So please have in mind, just save these artifacts because it's going to be very, very important. Then we have here another post regarding the bounce of realms, which is like this very popular, you know, tournament that is happening inside the game. I will say that, you know, when it comes to this tournament, I feel like it is a good thing. I already gave my feedback as well. Obviously it is a pay-to-win system. It is like the whales will win, and I didn't even participate, even though some people said, oh, you should have participated because maybe you could have still gotten like here the 15 legendary crests. But I'm gonna be honest, like I said also many times on my chat, if I'm not there to win, you know, like I'm not like that interesting. Also, I had to set up a team, and the only reason that I will probably do this is if I did it with other content creators, maybe a meme team, you know, that I think that would be fun and be good content on the live stream. But personally, rather than that, I didn't want to bother, even though if you got these 15 legendary crests, I'm really happy for you. I'm probably, maybe next time I will try to do something with other creators and maybe create some content around this. But I already knew that at the end of the day, the finals, that it is happening today. So in Europe at 21 p.m. server time, there is going to be a final between here the free-to-play and the placeholders from this Sanctum server and the Hellir. And these ones, we actually have here some very interesting things, because in one side we have a team with only monks, demon hunters, wizards, and crusaders. So we have how many monks? So, okay, we have 3 monks, we have 3 wizards, we have 1 crusader and 1 demon hunter. Very interesting setup. And then on the other side, we also have here how many crusaders? So they have 3 crusaders, they have 3 demon hunters, and they have 2 monks. So no wizard at all. So no wizard, no barb, no blood knights, none of these classes or even necros are here. So this is the thing that I was the most interesting about, is to see like what are gonna be the meta classes, because this is very different from like a battleground. This year we're talking about like, you know, just tournament strategy and people on the voice, and I'm actually excited to see the finals, how it's gonna play out. I feel like it is very obvious, like, you know, the monk itself, it is because it is a super strong class to actually go on the 1v1, and because it's the tower ward map, they actually gonna be very powerful when it comes to it. All these classes, they have like very high mobility, and the crusader I think is there mainly to support as well, also to bring a lot of damage to the table, but also the shield is gonna be very important. So very, very nice to see the meta rolling out. I'm just sad that Barbarian is not there, but well, it is what it is, man. I mean, like Demon Hunter, it is still very powerful. So if we have here one team that maybe it is more into the meta with the 3 Demon Hunters, and the other one we have here a few more wizards. So I'm excited to actually see this, but there are some people that, you know, they have some problems with regarding this pay-to-win tournament, and it is more regarding the account buyers. So there was last year a very big drama regarding in the Korea live stream that they invited someone that supposedly bought an account. I read all of these. It's just Korean drama, like we all know about it, but obviously, you know, I don't want to call names, but like most of these accounts, you know, like they obviously are or no, not the original owner, or they are like a second or third, you know, owner. And I feel like with the Diablo Immortal being 3 years old, you know, some people already left the game and they got these big accounts, and because of that they wanted to get like some return on their investment on the account, so they sold the account to get some money back, and maybe some player they wants to keep playing or they wants to upgrade the account. If I support this, you guys already know my stance. I already covered this so many times that I do not support, you know, any type of like this cheating. I always like whenever you have a more legit, you know, you start your own account, you try to progress it, and but it's not the way it works in this mobile pay to win. It's not like, it's only not in Diablo Immortal, okay? This literally is account sharing, account buying and things. It is a problem all over the place when it comes to these mobile games, because also there's like a black market and there's like a lot of things that are involved in this, and there is a lot of parallel money that goes into this economy, which I feel like, to be honest, at the end of the day, here's my thing. This has to be Blizzard to take a stance, and if they want to ban these guys, I am so certain that they have more than the means to do that. I don't think it takes like a genius to find out if someone is getting a second account, and I'm sure that Blizzard will have people that are very competent at finding that if they really want it. But the reality is we are 3 years into the game, and it is actually more beneficial to ban all these accounts or not. And I believe that, you know, Blizzard may think that it will be bad for business if they will probably ban all the borrowed accounts or all the renting accounts into the game, because these are the guys that usually they are bringing the big bucks inside the game. So, well, as a creator, I can just put it out there. I have my opinion. I will always have my opinion, but at the end of the day, it is gotta be Blizzard to take a stance when it comes to this. Now, let's go here into another topic that if you've been playing Battlegrounds in PvP, oh man, like these Demon Hunters are everywhere. And I'm not gonna call out that, you know, yo, Demon Hunter is super OP, because whenever it is something is super OP, it means that it is gonna be OP for everyone. And the reality is that this Demon Hunter new build, it feels like it is mainly a build that these big accounts and these whales are taking advantage to carry games. And most of the games that you will have, if you don't have a whale playing Demon Hunter on your Battlegrounds, most of the times, well, you're just gonna end up with a loss, because they are extremely strong right now. But Demon Hunter, it is literally on crack with immunity to CC all the time, infinite dash, infinite shields. You guys remember that one while ago I did a graph and then I said that, you know, something is very OP whenever you have super high damage and super high survivability. So these two things can never be at the top. It was a problem whenever Barb was like super strong with the Ota, they could also heal themselves. There was a problem also with the Tempest, with that infinite shields and also had the crazy high damage. And now that's the problem that is happening here with the Demon Hunter. Super high survivability and also super high damage. And whenever this is happening, we gotta tune them down, or we decrease the damage of the build and they keep the survivability, or we actually go and keep the damage and we reduce the survivability. Either way, I feel like there's something that needs to be adjusted on the Demon Hunter, because something is not like looking that right. And obviously it is very powerful, especially here on these powerful accounts. On Monday, I'm gonna be doing a new class auction, so you guys are happy to come and maybe make me play Demon Hunter to see if it is actually that OP, even as a low resonance. I believe that not. I heard a lot of feedback that it is not as powerful and is mainly a well build, but regarding that, well, come by Monday and I'm gonna change classes from my Barb to something else. Now we have here, talking about Barb, we got here a bug that is happening that personally I still didn't experience it, but it feels like a lot of people have been complaining on my comments, also in my live chat, saying that the bot, it is just stopped working. No, and now we have here the footage that all of a sudden he actually has the bot on, but once this Vanguard affix appears, it just stops working. So a lot of people have been reporting this bug. Personally, I still did not feel it inside the game, but it does not mean that that is not happening. So I hope that Blizzard, please take a look at this and fix it the same way as you guys are going to fix the ancient artifacts. And last but not the least, I just want to bring here something extremely cool that I saw. It is the concept art for Diablo Immortal that we have here, like an artist that probably this also gonna be leaking some future content that is coming inside the game. And well, I always get super excited when it comes to new content. I feel like I wish that we actually had more new content coming to the game. And if you see here, it says here Bale area. So I don't know if this is something that is gonna develop on the team, if it is coming even this year or even in the future, but regardless, this is looking pretty cool. This here actually looks like the Dune with a big worm. Maybe it's gonna be a raid boss or something like that. But this is an artist that did a lot of things for Diablo Immortal already. Like this is the Curse Tower, this is here is for the dungeons, and this is the monastery right here. So right now, we actually have here some these most recent work, and hopefully some of these things we actually gonna see in game, because it's not clear if it is actually coming or if it is still only concept. And well, this sums up all the news that I have for you for today. This is everything that is gonna go about in the Diablo world. I'm probably gonna be live streaming today, and maybe I'm gonna be reacting to the final of the Europe Bout of Realms. If you guys wanna come and watch, come have some fun. And if not, I hope that you guys have a lovely Sunday, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks so much. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, type cheese in the comments, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.